lads, welcome back to Greedfall. I think it's been 2 days. Last played. Right, got to go talk to Constantine. Good to sell some shit. Yeah, there'll be a couple of disturbances. I think we'll keep some of this uniform for disguises. Right, let's go find a merchant. Right, Constantine. And the confusion I had with a caravan. Caravan, outpost. Just ignore that. Okay, let's discover some of the city.
And death to the others!
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle.
My duties. Come and taste my sacred. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others!
Holy shit, that's a good rifle. Getting some loot now. Achievement, awesome. So we've figured out the Inquisition don't like us. Merchant. NPC. Hey Scott. How you doing, buddy? Right, this is getting me nowhere. A fast travel point. There's too much damn loot in this game. We do need all the ammunition though. Right, screw this. Let's get out of here. Zarde residence. Get back to the shag pad. We've picked a fight with the Inquisition. Proper evil little bastards. Looks like loot respawns at sunup. Quite handy. It's fast travel. We're gonna scum travel. Mate, they said they ain't got pointy cushions. In a stream 2 days ago, they were literally burning a beast alive. They got all fucking aggro on us. Very nice. Picked up a priest, and we're trying to stop a war at the minute. And in other news, my boss is currently avoiding a question I just posed, which was, are we working Christmas Eve, boss? Rolling the tap. The other question I've got in life is, can I equip? No, we can't. Arquebus. lots more armor damage. I do like that rate of fire though. Oh, hang on to that bad boy. Get some more kit out. Visitor bones. Officers' bolts. I still haven't found a cloak. Oh, most distressing. No one expects. I think we can do inventory management off stream, like selling and shit. Kind of happy with the gear we got right now. Got all this junk. All the junk in this load screen. Oh shit, man, we got loads of money. No one expects the pointy cushion. Take her along. It's kind of like relevant to her of people. Right, let's go see this fuckwit of a cousin of mine. I suspect someone's poisoning him or spiking him or something. Looking progressively worse. Right, cuz.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Avery's workload's getting to him.
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate.
Okay, dude,
The
I'll
Mother Cardinal, in her opinion,
it's only gonna be a
believes
short
the
one, this.
Malachor to be a result of a curse.
I'll join you in about
Cast by a demon,
30 minutes, mate.
an evil
35
creature
minutes.
worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats and... But I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place. but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful.
I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
I've been thinking about this story of the ruins, about the secret of my father. I want to discover what he is hiding.
This question also concerns you.
You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence.
Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require.
The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help.
We are pitiful sailors.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is.
Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter.
He's a prick,
of the
mate.
story.
Very well.
Anything else?
Yeah, he's a bit of a knob, mate. We're doing all the legwork.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye,
But I think someone is slowly
Look out for yourself.
poisoning him. Okay, where's Kurt? Right, Kurt Russell. You remember Big Trouble in Little China, Kurt? Yeah, it's one of those deals, yeah?
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Rayner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Okay, so we'll follow Kurt's quest. Mate, if I was sat on that throne there, look at the view. Yeah, look at this. Proper UFC arena. I'd have like jesters fighting fucking tigers. Definitely a court jester fighting a tiger. Right. Okay, find the Scholars Expedition Camp. With man. Ghost Regiment. I'm not sure we're going to be high enough level. Soon find out. You can kind of see where this game's going. I think Constantine is going to basically end up dying or fucked up or something. We're going to have to rescue him. 500% done. Fury Gen. It's a nice rifle, but really upgrade her weapons. Yeah, can't help feeling we possibly need better armor at this point, but let's drop some shit off. Seems to be carrying a lot. This will be straight into combat, I would have thought. There goes that frame rate again. The fuck is this? Can't remember this camp. Contracts. Shit, boy. Right, let's just crack on, smash some fucking heads in. Right, boys. Us three never worked together before. Grab. Okay, not bad, not bad. On a shortcut around here. Raj. I think we'll be doing plenty of fighting anyway. We're gonna have the wrong fucking uniform on, aren't we? Right, see what this ghost regiment's about.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What are you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desadeh. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Bishop Petrus. May the enlightened guide you.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the Guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things, and our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Your aversion is clear. But is it him that you hate? Or what the camp represents, my son?
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here.
Petrus, you've got a wicked voice, my friend. Right, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Raynor trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Raynor fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the Shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Good heavens. I feel like a bogeyman.
These recruits are clearly scared to let any information slip.
It's as if their life depended on it. Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline, and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Good. Don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is the governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Raynor, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes, I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Soldier! Captain! At ease, soldier.
You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Hold on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear, but he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Specialized in actions over difficult terrain?
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go.
Are
you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
It reminds me of the Ordo Luminis' interrogation methods. The poor buggers end up admitting to anything at all, accepting the unacceptable.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Raina, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise, I'll soon be as dead as Raina.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes, but he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
These people's methods are despicable, but we can't just charge into the fray. Innocent people could get hurt. What do you want to do, my son?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
It's a military base. Don't appear to be guards in. This is going to be a trap.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I thought it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
First game, yeah. So just you and Sab, mate. Three randoms, awesome. I'll come join you in about 10 minutes, mate. Doing a bit of Sam Fisher. Splinter RPG.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
suspiciously like a bookcase. Little. Okay, so we're probably going to hit the torture chamber and guessing trigger.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
The Ordo Luminis would surely envy such a place if they knew it existed.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
These monsters want to make him pay for the help he gave us. The poor child will probably not survive.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
These children are victims, yes. But they are armed victims. Are you sure they'll spare us in return?
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
So, we'll check this out and then we'll get... this will end it there. Get the suspense. Scott, see